Now from the longtime home of the Angels, baseball from Orange County. It's the home opener of this new season between the Minnesota Twins and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Danny Santana is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. High in the air out to center field. Hardwick has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. At the plate, Eddie Rosario, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Rosario.
In there for strike one, 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And that misses, 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Escobar has it. Throw gets him, 2 down. Joe Mauer gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Joe Mauer.
And a curveball in for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and 2 now as Mauer can't come up with anything on that swing.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. Brian Dozier set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Grounded to third. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Jason Hardwick comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Halos, center fielder Jason Hardwick.
Into the seats, 0-1. Hughes is ready. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. One-two is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Santana moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, C.J. Cron. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Too high. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Michael Saunders gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here.
Batting fourth.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Angels take a 1-0 lead. Edwin Encarnacion stands in as he looks at ball one here. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Leading off the inning, Miguel Sano, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Now here's a ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. No problem here. One away. Stepping up now, Kenny Vargas, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-handed.
And he gets ahead 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Angels lead at 1-0 here in inning number 2. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Tanaka's ready. Here's the first pitch. Eduardo Escobar is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Trevor Plouffe set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. And Cole Calhoun will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Adam Duvall set to hit now for the first time.
Third baseman, Adam Duvall.
And this is low, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Santana is there, 2 gone. Brian McCann gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Grounded up the first baseline. The tag, and he is out. Kurt Suzuki steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Little dribbler back at him. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting,
Danny Santana will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third. Into the box, Eddie Rosario. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Liner towards second. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the... Yunel Escobar digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. Hughes looks in. Here comes the first pitch.
Yunel Escobar.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Santana is there to make the catch, and it's 1 pitch, 1 gone here in the bottom of the third.
Batting ninth.
1 away, and here's the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will be corralled by Mauer, and that's out number 2. Jason Hardwick will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
They did hit it hard, but I'll tell you, as a hitter, you want to get down to first base. Nice swing, the attaboys, that doesn't go a long way.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Santana on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Joe Mauer is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he's set down, 1 away. 1 away, and that'll bring in the power-hitting second baseman, Brian Dozier. And this is taken outside for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the fourth. Miguel Sano is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
You know, he's been struggling a little bit lately, so hopefully he learned some things from that last at-bat so he can start to turn things around here with a base hit.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Calhoun has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. C.J. Cron is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
First baseman, C.J. Cron.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And there's the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Michael Saunders. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. And there's the fastball from Hughes. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Plouffe is there, 2 down. Edwin Encarnacion stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Tap fouled at home plate. Hughes gets the sign. 0-1 on its way. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Kenny's Vargas heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Chop foul right at home plate. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command, 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Vargas is retired, and there's one away.
Next for the Twins.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Escobar. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. On the ground near home. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Trevor Plouffe is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field as the Twins have come back to tie it at 1. Kurt Suzuki is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now that last home run estimated at a distance of 421 feet. Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Crone has got it, and the side is retired. Cole Calhoun comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Left fielder, Cole.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Now batting.
In now, Adam Duvall. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Plouffe posts under it, 1 down. Brian McCann stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Hughes comes set. First pitch on the way. On the ground to the right side. To second for 1, and it's wide of the bag and right by him. And he is out on a strong throw. Yunel Escobar is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Yunel Escobar.
Good slider that time from Hughes, and it's strike 1. And there's ball 1. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. A little tapper. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all. Danny Santana will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
Working quickly now as the splitter's in there, 0-2. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Simmons is there. And the sixth inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Joe Mauer will stand in. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. And a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Right side hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Brian Dozier stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Tanaka pauses. Here's the first pitch. Dribbled to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Andrelton Simmons will lead things off for the Angels here as they look to get it going in their half of the 6th. Now a hard liner toward short, but right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out. Jason Hardwick will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. This one skied out toward right. Kloof is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting,
C.J. Cron will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. Michael Saunders strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Lying toward the gap in left center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Edwin Encarnacion stands in with runners at the corners now, looking for a 3rd straight 2-out hit and a run in the inning. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Sano is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Miguel Sano is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Drilled to the left side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Kenys Vargas stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Low for ball 1.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
Not close. It's 2-0. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Hardwick over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Eduardo Escobar will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. From the stretch. And a high strike there, 0-1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
You got to figure we'll start seeing a pretty heavy dose of that splitter. I mean, this is a situation that absolutely calls for it.
And that'll even the count here. It's now 2-2 to the Minnesota shortstop. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Trevor Plouffe leans in, looking to replicate his last at-bat when he launched a solo home run. Lifted into center field. Hardwick is there. And that's the 3rd out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the...
Cole Calhoun steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Left fielder, Cole Calhoun.
And this one will be foul back in among the fans. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Santana looks up. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center, and the Angels move ahead here. It's 2-1. Adam Duvall is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. That home run a moment ago, estimated at 408 feet. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the 1st out of the inning. Brian McCann digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. On to first, and McCann is retired here for route number 2. Yunel Escobar will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
That misses. 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Rocket to third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Kurt Suzuki, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Oh, and that runs in and gets him. So now the potential tying run is aboard to lead off the inning. Danny Santana will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Simmons on to first, and the rally ends just as quickly as it began. 2 away now here in the 8th. On his way to pitch number 75. Now a ball lined towards center field. So this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to... Andrelton Simmons will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Couldn't see a better result in this at-bat.
Hard hit toward the hole, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Jason Hardwick stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Escobar retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1. C.J. Cron will stride in. He's singled in his last plate appearance. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Scorched to third. And this gets right under his glove. A costly mistake there. Michael Saunders strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Your attention, please. Now
so with the lefty waiting. Looking to keep this a one-run game. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the eighth. Strike three called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Edwin Encarnacion steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the eighth. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Ball 2 now.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
And they're getting louder and louder, too.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Cole Calhoun comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Does he dare go fastball here 2-0?
I think he's got to.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And listen to this crowd now. They are into it.
Two out, bases loaded. And now everybody's running. Pitch taken for a strike. And a ridiculous way to end the inning. Not sure if he thought he could steal. Striding in to start the ninth, Joe Mauer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. One 0 pitch is a splitter in there, 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. Flipped out the other way towards short. But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out. Brian Dozier will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So stepping in, Miguel Sano, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Inside with a first pitch splitter, and it's 1-0. One out and a runner on second base. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Trying to hold the lead. Fastball is looked at for strike two. Three and two now. Runner at second here with one man out. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Hardwick going back. He makes the running play. Two down. The relay. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run. So coming to the plate, Kenny Vargas. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. And this will be a called strike two. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Taken in by Simmons. And the throw will be in time as they'll wind up stranding the possible tying run at third base. And this ball game is over. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the one run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does nothing but help your club in the long run.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Twins, 1 run on 6 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Masahiro Tanaka. His record is now 1-1. The loss goes to Phil Hughes. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Big A, 45,000.